Welcome everyone to our first lesson. Thank you for joining Slack. And yeah, it's time for e-learning. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know your comments and feedback after you watch the video, and let me know how I can improve, if you can hear me well and all that stuff. So I'm going to be teaching you DaVinci Resolve, which is a great software made by Blackmagic company. And it's being used in many films and productions and music videos, and it's used by a lot of people in America, but also in Asia. And I'm not sure if you went on the website, but in here it's showing you all the features and has a lot of great things. I hope you installed it. It works for Windows, Macintosh, and Linux. And yeah, here is pretty much overview. So one very powerful feature inside DaVinci software, it's called Fusion. And Fusion, it used to be standalone software for many years, and it's being used in many films, including Avatar and a lot of films that you know. And what they did, they combined Fusion into DaVinci Resolve, because originally DaVinci Resolve was just for color correction for many years, like the #1 software, and recently they combined with Fusion. And Fusion is being used for to make some special effects, and I'm going to be showing you a lot of that as well. And let's go ahead and launch the software. I hope you installed it. There is actually two icons. This one we are not going to be using, just this one here. So double click and let's launch it. So when you launch it, that's how you're going to see the very first screen. And you can resize that window here. And you can also resize right in here. This is going to be image of the project, and you can go by details when it's modified and all those things. So let's start new project, and how you do it, you just click on this one and then you go to new project. It's going to ask the name, so you can just do sample, editing, and create. And this is how it's going to look, the main screen of the software. You maybe have a different monitor, so maybe you see things slightly at different places, but that's pretty much the main the main screen. And in today's lesson, I'm going to be showing you how to do simple editing. And I don't have enough time to explain you every single button. It's just too many options in here. It's too many things, but I'm going to explain you, all the basics. And the one important thing is here at the bottom. This is how you switch different modes. DaVinci has different modes. So the first one here is to manage medias in here. But the one mode we're going to be using the most, it's right in here, and it's called Edit. And if you move your mouse and you wait, it's going to show you, see Edit here. If you move more, Fusion, Color, Fairlight, and Deliver. Deliver is the final mode, which when we want to export video onto YouTube or some other platform. So let's go to Edit mode right in here, and that's how it's going to look. And the first thing we need is we need to import some videos in here. So I'm going to go to YouTube and just download some sample video so we can start to play with it. So if you have Google Chrome browser, which it's one of the best and it's very fast, I highly recommend that you start to use Google Chrome instead of Internet Explorer or Safari or Firefox, because Google Chrome is the fastest. And I gave you a link on Slack, which is extension, which I'm going to show you how to install. So that's how we're going to see. And the only thing we have to do is click Add to Chrome. So I'm going to click on it, Add extension, and you're going to see here a new icon right in here on top. And how this works is that I'm going to go now to YouTube, and let's find some video, some sampled video of any kind. So I'm going to do Iron Man scene. Okay, so here we have a lot of different scenes, and this one here. So when I click on that YouTube, this is the video, but when you go to this extension that we just installed right here, you can actually download. See, it takes us to a different page, and right from this drop down here, we can select different formats, video formats, you know, this is HD, half HD, phone quality. I'm not sure what kind of computers you have. I think you all have laptops, so, you know, unless you have a very powerful computer, a desktop computer, you can work with HD videos, but, you know, just for the speed, you know, just for now, just use this 480p. It's very low resolution. So I'm going to click on this one, and then in a few seconds, he's going to show you to download video. And once downloaded, we have it right in here. So that's how you download videos. And it takes little time to download, and once it's ready, we can import it to DAVINCI. So while it's downloading, I'm going to go ahead and find a different video. This is, so let's do Iron Man in today's lesson. I'm going to find a different scene. It doesn't matter where you're going to get the video, it's just some video we want to use. Maybe this one. And the same thing, I'm going to this icon here, extension, click on it. It's going to do process, and here we go, we can download instantly, 480p. And download. So that's how we're going to download the videos. It's very easy. So we're going to have two videos, and let's wait when it downloads. So now we have those two videos. It's always good to make a new folder just to organize everything. So I'm going to right click and new folder, and let's make Iron Man video. And, you know, it's good to organize everything, so let's just drag and drop those here. And now we have on desktop, we have those videos here. So now we're back to DAVINCI, and how you put the videos into DAVINCI, you know, there's two ways. Select two at the same time and drag them into DAVINCI. And right here is going to ask you, do you want to adjust the project to match video resolution, which means you know, every video has a different size or resolution or frame rate. So DAVINCI is asking you, he can adjust the project to match the videos. And you always want to just click change, okay? And the videos are already here. So that's one way to import the videos. I'm gonna now select them and press delete key. I'm gonna remove them from project. And the other way is you simply do a right click in here. If you're in the full screen, I'm going to do right click, and you're going to go to import media. Okay, so either you do drag and drop or import media, it doesn't matter, it's the exact same thing. Now we see the videos, you can select two at the same time, and the same way it's going to be importing. And now we have the videos imported. And if you see, if you move your mouse slightly, it's going to do preview of those videos. So you can quickly find the scene that's in here. You can, of course, zoom in and out those thumbnails, or you can do by a detail view right here, which gives you more information, such as, you know, resolution, time code, duration, you know, kind of more details, frame rate, how many channels, and all that stuff. So don't forget, we're right now in editing mode right here at the bottom, edit mode, okay? And there is here two frames, you know, two boxes. This one is to do cutting, you know, kind of like first cutting. So what you do, you drag and drop. I hold my mouse and I drag and drop to this left window. Okay. Once in the left window, you can here move this little line and, you know, preview, and of course playback. You can do backwards play, stop, and all that stuff. And also right in here, if you hold your mouse, so I'm going to hold my left mouse and move left and right, is going to do like a, you know, a quick scrolling. Okay, so hold your mouse and I go left, slower, and then you can do faster and it's going to speed up. Let me actually show you this larger. See, so you just move your mouse left and right. It is kind of like a precision control. Also, if you want to move frame by frame, you can just use your arrow keys on the keyboard. So I go left, I go right, and this is very precise control. So in this scene here, you see I'm pressing left key, and I go frame by frame. And the same, the second one, you can drag and drop in here, and the same thing. You can do playback, stop, backward play. There's also shortcuts on the keyboard, which I think is much easier. Instead of clicking those icons, if you press L key, it's going to play. If you press K, it's going to stop. And if you press J, it's going backwards. And what's very interesting that if you want to do a fast preview, so instead of scrolling like this in here, see, instead of going like that, I think it's much easier if you just use a keyboard. So if I want to now go backwards, I just press J key on the keyboard, and then I press K key to stop it. So J and K, J, K. We can use L. If you press L, it's going forward. If you press more than one time J or L, is going to speed up. So if I want to go now backward, but faster, I'm going to press J a few times. So first time J, one more time, it's faster, one more time faster, and faster, and much faster. And the same thing forward, you can press L key, plays back, forward, and one more time faster, faster, and faster. Okay, so that's kind of like a shortcut I'm going to show you on the Slack, or those shortcut keys. Okay, so that's pretty much this window here, which is also called a trimmer. And so let's try to make some simple video, okay? So I'm going to first go to the first one. See, I drag and drop. And let's find some scene. It doesn't matter which one. I'm just, we're just doing training now. So let's try to find some small scene from this much longer video. See, I'm using now shortcuts on the keyboard because it's so much easier. It's very hard to use in here. It's just too much time. If you use the mouse key, it's too much time. It's much faster, the keyboard on the keyboard keys. So I'm going to now find here some moment here. It doesn't matter what. So let's say, and now I'm using arrow keys. I want to start like from here. Let's say from here, and then a little longer. There's another here important button, which is right in here, which this one is from and to. So if you want to start from here, you press on it. See, he's going to select from here, and then you play it more, and then till here, and then I'm going to press this one. So see, the small piece is like a small cut. So once you select from to the small piece, you can now drag and drop to the main timeline. So now if I hold and I go to the timeline right at the bottom here, and you want to drop it at video 1. It's a layer 1, the main video. So you just drop right in here. And it has like auto glue. So if you hold your mouse, you're going to see like if you get closer to the edge, it's going to do auto glue. So it's very easy. Okay, so that's how you cut from here, from the trimmer, and you drop on timeline. At any time you can select and press delete key on keyboard to delete. Now I'm going to show you, if you move your mouse in here, it's showing you 2 icons, which means if you want only video without sound, you can hold this icon and drag and drop. And this is going to import only the video without the audio. See, so the small piece, I'm going to delete again. If you just drag and drop in the center, it's audio and video. And now you realize here on the right, it's actually showing you the final timeline, the final video. So here we just do quick cuts, in and out, and then here it's showing you the final video. So I'm going to just use audio and video, so like this, go to the left. Let's find out a different moment. I'm going to play more, try to find some different moment. Let's say from here, to here. See, again, I'm using now shortcuts. Instead of pressing those two, you can press I key, I and O. I is from and O is to mark out. So, you know, again, it's much quicker. I drag and drop. Okay, so now we have two cuts, and let's find another cut. So I'm using now shortcuts. I'm pressing K and L to speed up the video to find exact scene. There's also another shortcut which is very helpful if you want to see full screen this video, so much larger. You can press Control F. You hold Control F for full screen, and you can switch. So it's kind of easier to see. So see, if you play back now, it's just much easier to see everything. So let's find another moment here. See, I'm using shortcut keys. I'm pressing K, L, and J. And you just have to do a training on those shortcuts because you're gonna see it's just so much easier. So I'm gonna find here some other moment. There's nothing interesting here. Let's see. Okay, let's use from the second video from here. So I'm gonna drag and drop this one. And if you notice, there's here now a third video. So it's two from the YouTube and this one. And this one actually is like the main video, the timeline itself. So all of this in here, he treats like another video. See those two cuts in here? So, you know, the longer you make, this is gonna create much longer. So it's kind of easy to see. So let's find second video here, some moment here. I'm going full screen, Control F. Okay, let's find here some moment. Okay, right here, something. Okay, so see, I'm using now arrow keys to precisely, you can select which moment you want to start. So I want from here, I'm going to press I. And as I told you, when I press I key, it's the same from. It's just easier on the keyboard. Let's play a little bit. Let's say till here, and then I press O to mark out. The exact same like here, I-O. I'm just using a shortcut key. So let's drag and drop the bottom. Let's play more. Say from here, I press I to here, O. Drag and drop. Let's see another. Same thing. So see, because of course I did a lot of editing, you know, I'm doing this very easy, but you know, just do practice and train how to do a quick playback, so it's going to be easier on you. And you can drag this video in here, but it doesn't make sense because this window here is meant to do the final timeline preview, this one here. So just edit right in here in the left window. So let's now see, so as I'm scrolling in here, this timeline here, you can hold in here and scroll left and right. He's showing you the final, how it's going to look. And the same way here, exact same keys to do playback, forward, backward, all that stuff. And of course the shortcuts J, K, L you can use. Okay, and of course on timeline you can do zooming to get closer. So right here, as you move this left and right, it's gonna zoom so you can see more precisely. So here is something unnecessary, I'm gonna delete. And after we did all the editing here on those small pieces and we dropped on timeline, if you want to move like this left to panning, you hold on the mouse a right key if you want to do like a panning like this. So here you have zooming, the wheel button on the mouse is to do the motion like this. Even after you dropped, you see this to the timeline, you can still grab the corners. I'm going to show you. Right here, if you move your mouse gently, you're going to see it's going to change the icon. So like this, you can actually hold your mouse and you can make it much shorter or much longer. So that's how you do a fine-tune adjustment. See, so this one here is the same thing. Or you can just hold in the middle, which is gonna adjust this and this at the same time. So that's how you do a fine-tune adjustment. So if I play this moment here, okay, it's kind of strange, see, because the sound, it should be longer. You can just select them, just hold your mouse and select like normal selection, and you can move two at the same time, and just this one longer. So that's our small piece. It doesn't make any sense, but at least I hope you get the idea, like how you do simple editing. So our first shot, let's play back. And here is little, let's see, the sound is incorrect. I kind of cut in the wrong place. I'm going to just slightly move this one to the left. Let's find another moment. This is a good shot. Say from here. I'm using now arrow keys. So I press now I, the same like here, from. Let's play a little bit. Then to here, and drag and drop. That's a good shot. And let's find one more moment. Maybe something here. From to drag and drop. So of course, the way you edit is up to you. It's up to your creativity. I'm just showing you, how to use the software. The way you edit and how it looks is really up to you. Okay, but that's how you edit, and that's pretty much the basics of editing. And there is of course much more stuff, but for today, just do practice and training in this editing. And I'm going to show you just one more thing, how to add some music into this clip. Okay, I'm going to go back to Chrome, and I'm going to go back to YouTube, and on the YouTube there is also music, it's not just video. So we can type Iron Man soundtrack, and you're going to have like about every song from the movie, and that you can download of course for this project.
Parents are quick to protect.
Commercial.
Raid!
Just like Raid,
So all
Ant,
those
and Roach.
songs, we can actually download any of them, right? So let's see. So let's say you like this song, or let's say some other song. Okay, so let's say we like that song, so you can just click this button from this extension that we installed earlier, and he's going to now convert into MP3. So if you select in here, you see you can have MP3, which is just music, and 128. It's a good quality, so click on this one and download. And that's how we get songs. When you have the song, we're going to import into DaVinci. So the same thing, you can just drag and drop this MP3 file. So you can just drag and drop the music. And the same way, you can drag and drop the music just like a video, but of course you cannot see anything here because it's a soundtrack. So just like a video, you can drag and drop and you see here. And you can preview. And just like a video, you can find a moment you want in a song and you can cut. And so like in here, you see where audio starts to be louder, so you can just go right there, or right here at the beginning. And that's where it starts that, you know, a loud part. So you can just press from here, and let's play a little more. Till here. And when you see those kind of smaller peaks, that means, you know, the sound gets more quiet, of course. So we can play till here. And the same thing, you can use arrow keys to do very precise audio control. So let's start here and till here. And now just drag and drop, just like a video, you drag and drop, but not onto video 1, but you put it on audio 2, because we have here an original sound from those tiny scenes. So audio 2 is going to be like another audio track. And if you play this now in this window, so now the audio, of course, is way too long, and you could add here more video, or you can just try to make this audio shorter. So I'm going to show you how to make this audio shorter. See right in here, you can resize this. And to make it shorter is you would have to make some kind of little cut in the audio and make it shorter. So here is ending part on the audio. So from here, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a cut, and using this razor icon, click on it, you click right in here, and then you go back to this arrow, and now we have cuts from the audio. So this audio I'm gonna make it shorter, and take this piece right in here, and to make it, you know, sound good, you have to find what's the right point of joining them. So you can actually, they kind of have to, like, you know, overlay each other. So it cannot be like this because it sounds strange. Let's see. It doesn't make sense. Is actually the one way you can do. You can make, it's called cross fading. So if you right click on the center line in between those two, right click, and you can add cross fade, which means it's going to mix two of them. And let's see, 30 frames. Okay, so that means it's gonna fade other and enter the other one, and then we can just adjust what's the best moment to merge them, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to make this music shorter. So let's see, we don't know yet how it's gonna work. Okay, so this has to be much shorter. We can also change the crossfade, you know, how much time it takes. I'm gonna move it slightly like this. As you can hear, the very ending part, which starts probably from here. So now let's select those two. See, so now it's almost perfect length of the video, this sound. So let's try to play it now. So it's almost perfect. We can slightly just try to adjust this one here. And the last thing you want to do is at the end on the corner, if you click and select this point, you can do fading of the sound. And the same on the video, you can make fading so it goes dark. And the same at the beginning, you can fade in, and the same on the audio. So when we play now the final, it's like this. Let's stop the front, and that's it. Okay, so you know, you kind of get the idea pretty much how this works. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you're gonna enjoy it. If you have any questions, you know, go ahead, go to Slack, because Slack is where I'm gonna be the most times, you know, to answer your questions or if you have any feedback. But go ahead and try it. Once you finish everything, you should save it. And of course, to save your project, you go to File, Save Project. Okay, and now I'm gonna save it. Once we save and you're finished, Now we just go and close the project, close current timeline, and we can you can actually see. So once you save the project, so that's how it's going to show you. See, it's showing you actually a preview of the project. Okay, so that's how you save it. Okay, so that's it for this training today. I hope you're gonna enjoy it, and if you have questions, just use Slack. Okay, have a good day.